A thunder of bones shakes the crypt's silent echo, and then my red eyes open after centuries of oblivion. Who dares disturb the bloodhound? Each breath thunders in my chest like a war trumpet as dust falls in white clouds around the corroded armor still clinging to my flesh. I feel the cold burn of ancient mana pulsing through my veins, heralding both power and curse. A distant voice whispers, full of reverence and dread, "He has returned." But all I see are rusty chains and the promise to tear them apart, no matter the cost. Rebirth demands a price, and I am ready to pay it. The crypt stretches into subterranean galleries lit by torches set in carved bone sconces. The air, heavy with moisture and residual mana, makes every exhale sound like thunder. My name is Cain Basoria, the reborn heir of the legendary Bloodhounds, a clan that once ruled with iron claws and pure mana hearts. I have come to reclaim what was stolen, my lineage, my honor, and the ancestral flame that runs in my blood. By my side stands Silva, the ancient guardian, her amber eyes watching calmly. Her ebony staff bears runes that faintly glow when her pale hand touches them. She moves with the restrained grace of one who has kept secrets for millennia. At the crypt's entrance, the Council of Elders stands like living stone pillars, their faces hidden beneath hoods and black robes, each bearing the weight of past defeats. I know that before any words can be spoken, I must prove my worth by crushing chains and fears alike. My immediate goal is simple and brutal: break free from these iron bonds and demonstrate that my inherited strength has not faded. The arena awaits, and my shattered reputation demands a display of power to win back the fear and loyalty of those who doubt me. The full moon filters silver light through cracks in the ceiling, tracing shadows that dance like spectral wolves around me. I am alive, I am enraged, and the clan will witness the beast's rebirth. Silva raises her staff, scarlet runes flickering. Cain Basoria, prove your worth before the council and the watching spirits. In response, spectral wolves of black crystal emerge from the shadows. My heart races. I drag myself toward the chains and concentrate red mana in my palms. A fiery explosion shatters the first shackle. Silence falls. The wolves' jaws tremble with fear. But the ground shakes, and fissures of green light snake across the floor, intensifying the trial. I press forward, blade and mana entwined, when Silva whispers in my mind, "You are not merely an heir, you are forbidden blood reborn." Fear and fury collide. The greatest challenge lies not in the blade, but in the truth awakening within my soul. I unleash a primal roar and surge forward in a whirlwind of red mana. The spectral wolves writhe under strikes of living energy, their nebulous forms shattering. Each thrust quakes the ground, and I hear footsteps echo below, as though something far greater stirs. Finally free of my chains, I raise my hand and summon a roar that shakes even the crypt's foundations. And then the earth trembled.
Quick tip to level up your experience. Read Manhwas and light novels for free. Listen to epic audiobooks. Watch unlimited anime. Play cloud games with no console. And stream the best anime soundtracks. Check the description now and grab your free trials.
And a fissure split open at the arena's center. Dust and rune fragments dust my robes as the floor cracks, revealing 6 wolf fangs embedded in the stone. The council steps forward in silence, and Silva solemnly retrieves each fang as a trophy. "Receive the symbol of the Bloodhounds," she proclaims, driving the fangs into the hilts of my twin blades. A surge of energy pulses through my fists and races to my skull, as if my clan's essence flows back into me. The fangs glow with carmine hues, and when I swing the blade, sparks of pure mana fly like crows in flight. There is something hypnotic about this power. In an instant, I glimpse ancient battles, legions of warriors under my command, walls bleeding mana, and skies aflame with the roar of countless bloodhounds. Yet the thrill soon turns to a chill of responsibility. Carrying this legacy demands balancing destruction with redemption. Silva approaches, her voice gentle. "You are reborn not for vengeance, but for unity." She places her hand on my shoulder, and I feel a warm pulse of mana. The power is no longer mere wild flames, but a link between my clan and eternity. Yet before I can savor the moment, an elder's trembling voice echoes, "Beware, heir! The same power that raises can also consume." A cold wind sweeps the hall, and I realize that this blessing carries a curse. At that moment, the distant roar returns, louder and deeper, not the echo of wolves, but something ancient and primal dwelling in the crypt's deepest layers. I understand that the trial I just overcame was only the beginning of something far darker and greater. My fury mingles with sharp curiosity. I am armed, marked, and alive. But will I survive the next awakening? As the council dissolves into shadow, Hugo appears in the side corridor, his footsteps echoing like daggers. His cold smile gleams beneath his hood. Fine trophies, Basoria, but they'll be useless against one who wields black mana. He raises his hand, and a tendril of purple energy coils around his fingers. The clan did not wake for a savior, but for a usurper. Betrayal throbs in my chest. Hugo, my childhood rival, has secretly allied with the Shadow Blades, the sect sworn to extinguish our lineage. The loyalty I believed unbreakable proves to be an illusion. My gauntlet fist, blades embedded, pulses with red mana. I decide the ceremonial duel will happen now, in the heart of the blood court, a fair fight, no deceit. I summon the elder arbitrator and the traitor, and with each step I take, I see fear in the guard's eyes. I know that if I fall, the clan will descend into chaos. If I triumph, I will lead not only with strength, but with the truth of one risen from ashes. Silva grips my arm, murmuring, "Trust your fury, but remember discipline." The air crackles with tension as Hugo draws a dagger bathed in black mana. The steel reflects my determined gaze. I am ready to face betrayal with the blazing blade of my destiny. The blood court opens like a living arena. Rune-etched cobblestones react to our duel, shimmering in reds and purples. Hugo strikes first with swift, sneaky attacks laced with black mana, seeking to drain my energy. I dodge with feline grace, feeling the dagger scrape my armor. I counter with a mana-charged overhead swing, each strike booming like thunder. With every clash of steel, sparks of light and shadow battle for dominance. Hugo grins, exploiting an opening to wound my flank, hot blood trickling down. I roar and focus power into the runes on my left gauntlet. A spectral column of flame erupts beneath his feet, forcing him back. The elders rise in alarm but remain silent. This duel will decide the clan's future. Hugo meets my gaze and, in a frenzied motion, conjures a shadow blade as sharp as hatred. It slices through the air, tearing apart the beauty of my fire. In slow motion, I feel the clash of opposing forces, blood and mana entwining in a dance of life and death. I leap, planting my blades in the cobblestones and using the mana explosion to propel a lethal lunge. My body arcs perfectly, and in one stunning blow, I shatter his blade. The impact makes the runes quake. But victory is not assured. Hugo snatches a dark crystal vial and smashes it on the ground. Black mana spreads like poisonous smoke, corrupting the runes beneath my feet. My boots slip, and I realize the arena is now my prison. The gas surrounds me. I see warped faces and wolves reforming into ever denser shadows. My fury wavers before the terror this energy summons. With each passing moment, I risk not just losing the duel, but being consumed by the very legacy I claimed. I draw a deep breath, recalling Silva's words, discipline. I focus my blood and mana into a single point, forming a pulsating shield around me. The black smoke collides with the barrier, crackles, and retreats, opening a narrow corridor of red light that pushes me forward. I shout. I am not defined by who my rival was, but by what I do with my power. In a final bound, I breach the veil of black mana and drive my blade through Hugo's throat. Silence explodes among the elders. He spits blood, eyes wide, and whispers, "You have no idea what you've unleashed." With his last breath, the black smoke dissipates, but the unease lingers. Something darker slumbers in the crypt that even breaking my chains could not fully awaken. As Hugo collapses, the chorus of the elders' breaths echoes against rune-covered walls. Silva releases a restrained sigh and turns to me. "Cain Basoria, you have not merely slain a traitor. You have broken an ancient seal." At that moment, the ceiling reverberates with a deep rumble. A fissure opens above our heads, casting thick purple light like living mist. Bones and stones begin to dislodge, and I glimpse arcane artifacts tumbling from hidden compartments. The messenger who brought news of war recoils, gasping, and whispers in a bone-chilling tone. The shadow blades have stormed the sanctuary of stolen souls, and they have freed the sealbreaker. The purple light forms a vortex that devours rune circles. My chest tightens. The power I sought to master is rising on its own. I look to Silva, whose eyes reflect both fear and resolve, and understand the bitter truth. The internal war that brought me here was only the prologue. The true monster has just awakened.
Did you enjoy the video? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps us know which stories you love most and which ones we should prioritize in future productions. Your support is essential for us to keep bringing you the best manhwa content every day. See you in the next episode.